You probably think you're sharp when it comes to dodging phone scams, right? You've heard the warnings, you know the red flags, the robotic voices, the outlandish threats from fake government agents, the absurd demands for gift cards. You feel confident you'd spot a scam a mile away. Well, think again. These aren't just minor annoyances. These are meticulously crafted traps that can empty your bank accounts, steal your identity, and shatter your peace of mind. What makes these new scams so profoundly dangerous? It's a chilling combination of cutting-edge technology, masterful psychological manipulation, and an intimate understanding of how we trust and interact with our phones and the institutions we rely on. They're no longer just relying on crude scare tactics. They're building elaborate, convincing scenarios that exploit our familiarity with legitimate services, turning our very trust into a vulnerability. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will meticulously break down how one of these highly effective and deeply deceptive new scams might unfold. It often begins subtly, designed not to immediately raise alarms, perhaps with an unexpected text message or a brief missed call from a number that isn't obviously suspicious. The initial contact, disarming you from the start. Caller ID spoofing and familiarity. This is the first crucial step in disarming your defenses. Scammers now use highly advanced tools to manipulate caller ID, making it appear as if the call is originating from a legitimate organization you know and trust. We're talking about your actual bank's fraud department, a well-known credit card company, a major utility provider, or even a local government agency. The number displayed on your screen might even be one you recognize from previous genuine interactions. This immediately bypasses our first natural line of defense, skepticism towards unknown or suspicious numbers. SMS phishing. Smishing as an entry. Sometimes the call is preceded by a text message. It might be a fraud alert with a link or a message confirming a purchase you didn't make, prompting you to call this number to dispute it. When you call that number, you're directly connecting with the scammer, believing you're reaching a legitimate customer service line. Voicemail drops. They might even leave a voicemail, perfectly crafted to sound urgent but not overtly threatening, guiding you to call them back on a specific number. Building the illusion, the impersonation and scenario. Professionalism and authenticity. Once you answer or call back, the scammer on the other end is rarely the bumbling, heavily accented caricature we might expect. They are often incredibly professional, articulate, and calm. They might use authentic-sounding automated systems, complete with hold music that perfectly mimics the real company's jingle. They might even possess pieces of genuine information about you, your full name, your address, the last few digits of an account number, or even recent transaction details. This data is often harvested from previous large-scale breaches or dark web purchases, lending an alarming air of legitimacy to the interaction. Crafting the convincing crisis. The core tactic, creating a sense of urgency and fear, remains. However, the scenarios are now far more nuanced and tailored to modern anxieties. Instead of a generic threat of immediate arrest, they might claim there's been a sophisticated cyber attack on your account, a major unauthorized transfer, or a security breach within the bank itself that requires your immediate decisive action to protect your funds or identity. They frame themselves as your saviors, working with you. The deceptive instructions, the trap springs, guiding you to harm your own security. This is where the scam truly escalates. Instead of directly asking for your password or PIN, which most people are now savvy enough to withhold, they'll instruct you to take a series of seemingly innocuous, security-enhancing actions that, in reality, grant them access or control. This could involve downloading remote access software. They might claim they need to secure your device, monitor the fraudulent activity, or help you with the process by having you download a legitimate-looking remote access application like AnyDesk, TeamViewer, or LogMeIn. Once you install and grant access, they gain complete real-time control over your phone or computer, seeing everything on your screen and manipulating it remotely. Transferring funds for security, the most devastating outcome. They might convince you that your entire account is compromised and the only way to safeguard your money is to transfer it to a secure holding account, which tragically is their own. Or they might instruct you to purchase gift cards, cryptocurrency, or use peer-to-peer payment apps, claiming these are untraceable ways to move money for security or to test a new security protocol. Souther. Providing one-time passcodes, OTPs. This is exceptionally insidious. The scammer might, on their end, initiate a legitimate transaction on your account, like changing a password or adding a new payee. When your bank sends you a legitimate OTP via text or email, the scammer, still on the phone with you, will trick you into reading it out loud, claiming it's to verify your identity, cancel the fraudulent activity, or confirm a new security setting. By giving them that code, you're unwittingly authorizing their malicious transaction. SIM swapping. In the most advanced scenarios, the scammers might already possess enough personal information about you to contact your mobile carrier, impersonate you, and convince them to transfer your phone number to a SIM card they control. This SIM swap allows them to intercept all your incoming calls and texts, crucially including those vital OTPs used for two-factor authentication, effectively locking you out of your accounts while they drain them. What's particularly alarming about these new scams is their uncanny ability to bypass the usual defenses of even the most tech-savvy among us. It's not about intelligence. The unfalsifiable caller ID. The sheer sophistication of caller ID spoofing has eliminated one of our most reliable indicators of a scam. When a call genuinely appears to originate from your bank's actual number, it disarms our initial suspicion. Even a tech expert, accustomed to verifying sources, might pause and consider the authenticity given the convincing display. Masterful psychological manipulation. These scammers are expert psychologists. They leverage fundamental cognitive biases and human vulnerabilities. Authority bias. We're wired to trust figures of authority, and an agent from the fraud department carries significant weight. Urgency bias. The demand for immediate action triggers our fight-or-flight response, bypassing critical thinking. Fear appeal. The threat of losing money or identity is a powerful motivator. Confirmation. Bias. Once they establish credibility, we're more likely to interpret subsequent actions as legitimate. Reciprocity. They act helpful, making us feel obligated to cooperate. Authentic sounding scenarios and scripts. The scammers invest heavily in research. They understand the protocols, jargon, and common customer service flows of the institutions they impersonate. Their scripts are meticulously rehearsed, anticipating questions and objections, making their impersonation incredibly convincing to anyone, regardless of their technical background. Exploiting trust in familiar interfaces. When a scammer guides you to perform actions within your own legitimate banking app or a familiar online portal, it adds a potent layer of believability. You're interacting with the secure interface you trust, even if the instructions guiding your actions are coming from a malicious actor on the phone. The consequences of falling victim to one of these advanced phone scams extend far beyond just losing money. The impact can be devastating and long-lasting. Immediate financial loss. This is the most obvious. Victims can lose thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in a matter of minutes transferred to scammer-controlled accounts. Identity theft and impersonation. If personal information is compromised, victims face the harrowing reality of identity theft. This can lead to new accounts being opened in their name, fraudulent tax returns, and years of effort to reclaim their identity and financial standing. Credit score damage. Fraudulent activity can negatively impact credit scores, making it difficult to obtain loans, mortgages, or even secure housing or employment in the future. Legal and administrative headaches. Recovering from a scam often involves countless hours of phone calls, paperwork, and disputes with banks, credit bureaus, and law enforcement agencies. It's a marathon of administrative burden. While these scams are frighteningly sophisticated, you are not powerless. There are concrete, actionable steps you can take to significantly protect yourself and avoid becoming a victim. Verify, verify, verify independently. This is your golden rule. If you receive an unexpected call, text, or email claiming to be from your bank, a government agency, or any company asking for immediate action or sensitive information, do not trust the caller ID or the number they give you. Hang up. Then, independently find the official contact information for that organization from their official website, a recent statement, or the back of your credit card. Call them back directly using that verified number to inquire about the supposed issue. A legitimate organization will never object to you taking this security step. The power of hanging up. It might feel rude, especially when the scammer is professional, but ending the call is your immediate defense. You are not obligated to stay on the line. If you feel any pressure, urgency, or discomfort, simply hang up. Your legitimate bank or service provider will never penalize you for taking steps to verify their identity. Never share sensitive information over the phone, if unsolicited. Be unwavering on this. Do not give out passwords, PINs, bank account numbers, social security numbers, or one-time passcodes, OTPs, to anyone who calls you, regardless of how convincing they sound or what caller ID shows. Your bank already has this information. They won't ask you to verify it over an inbound call. Be wary of remote access requests. A legitimate company will virtually never ask you to download remote access software onto your personal phone or computer, especially in an unsolicited call. If anyone suggests this, it's a massive red flag. Decline immediately and disconnect the call. Strengthen your authentication. Beyond standard two-factor authentication, 2FA, using SMS, which can be vulnerable to SIM swapping, consider stronger 2FA methods like authenticator apps, e.g., Google Authenticator Authy, or for critical accounts, physical security keys like YubiKeys. These methods significantly reduce the risk of OTP interception. Keep your software updated. Regularly update your phone's operating system and all your applications. These updates often include critical security patches that close vulnerabilities exploited by scammers and malicious software. Set your device to update automatically if possible. In this escalating battle against increasingly sophisticated phone scams and cyber threats, relying on conventional defenses alone simply isn't enough. We need intelligent, adaptive solutions that can outsmart the evolving tactics of malicious actors. That's precisely where Tileris steps in. Our cutting-edge AI agents are designed to provide an unparalleled level of proactive cybersecurity protection. Unlike traditional security tools that rely on known signatures, Tileris's AI agents work autonomously, 24/7, continuously learning and adapting to identify and neutralize even the most subtle and sophisticated anomalies that could indicate an ongoing scam or a breach attempt. Don't wait until you become the next victim. Take a decisive step towards securing your digital footprint. Visit Tileris.com today to request a personalized demo and see firsthand how our AI agents can provide robust, intelligent protection against these complex threats. For organizations, businesses, or individuals with unique and complex security requirements, we invite you to schedule a tailored consultation with our expert team. We're here to provide the insights and strategies you need to build truly comprehensive digital security and peace of mind. Stay informed, stay cautious, and remember that when something feels wrong, it almost certainly is. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like and share this video to help protect everyone in your network. Subscribe for more great videos. Turn on the notifications so you're the first to know when we